Good day everyone. I am Wawi Torimot Lamdag from BSed English 2A. So for today's video guys, I will be discussing to you our topic, which is Netiquette social conventions online. But I will be focusing about the core rules of Netiquette, particularly in the Rule 9, which is don't abuse your power, and in Rule 10, be forgiving of other people's mistakes. In the core rules of Netiquette, there are 10 rules. And in our group, I am tasked to report or to discuss or to impart my knowledge to you in Rule 9, which is don't abuse your power, and in Rule number 10, be forgiving of others people's mistakes. So, some people in cyberspace have more power than others. So when we say power, you are popular, you are above from others, or you make influence to others. So that is what we call power than others. So there are wizards and MUDs. When we say MUDs, it is a multi-user dungeons experts in every office and systems administrators in every system. So knowing more than others or having more power than they do. So it does not give you the right to take advantage of them. So if you have the power, so it does not give you the right to take advantage to other people. Next, treat others as you would want them to treat you if the rules were reversed. So if you want to be treated good, so treat them as well in a good manner or in a good way. So now, let's talk first what is all about, or what is the meaning of does not give you the right to take advantage of them. So just like in face-to-face situations, there are people in cyberspace who have more power than others. Just like for example, being popular in social media, in schools or in organizations. So like you are popular or many people knows you in social media. So for you to be able to not abuse your power, so don't use this popularity or your popularity to make advantage or to take advantage to others, like to make them feel that you are way above from them. Instead, use your power or your popularity or being famous to make awareness or to influence other in a good way. So that is how you not abuse your power. So as students, it is very important for us to not abuse our power, because not all the time that power is always in us. Another one, treat others as you would want them to treat you if the rules were reversed. So give others the trust and respect to make their own choices and learn on their own what works for them. So treating others well and just the way you want to be treated is a life-changing approach that can give you the chance to seek the good in people while spreading positivity all around. So that is all about Rule 9. Don't abuse your power. So always remember that power is not always favorable to you, favorable to me, but it can be taken away to anybody. It can be taken away from you, and it can be taken away from me. So if you have power, you better don't abuse it. Don't use it to other people. Don't use your power in a bad way. Instead, use your power in a good way. So the next rule that I will be tackling is the rule number 10, which is be forgiving of other people's mistake. So everyone is a network newbie. So when we say newbie, those people or someone who don't have enough knowledge in handling social media or in handling networks or newbie people. So not everyone has had the benefit of reading this book. So when someone make a mistakes, whether it's spelling error or a spelling flame or a stupid question or unnecessary long answer, but always be kind about always be kind to them. If it is a minor error, you may not need to say anything. Even you feel strongly about it, think twice before reacting. Why? It is because having good manners yourself doesn't give you license to correct everyone else. So, it is very important to think first or to think twice before reacting to something, to a particular situation. So, if you do decide to inform someone of a mistake, point it out politely and preferably by doing private email rather than in public. So, for you to assure that to avoid mistake, do it in a private email rather than in public, because in social media, even in a small mistake matters. So if you have someone or if you have something to tell to a person and you want to avoid mistake or you want to avoid criticism from other people, you better do it in a private way or in a private message or in a private email rather than in public. So to be forgiving, you should give the people the benefit of the doubt. So yes, it is very important for them to think what is the best way to do. Next, to be forgiving, you should assume they just don't know any better. So for you to be able to not being hurt, even if you really hurt, so just assume that they just don't know any better, that they don't have this enough knowledge, they have this lack knowledge about it. Next, to be forgiving, you should never be arrogant or self-righteous about it. Never arrogant. Take note, should never be arrogant. And just as it's a law of nature that spelling flames always contains spelling errors, notes pointing out. So remember, not everyone has the same amount of experience working in the virtual world, and not everyone knows the rules of Netiquette. So, it is inevitable for us to encounter someone who don't know the rules of Netiquette, and if ever they are lack of knowledge or can commit mistakes, especially in social media, just learn to forgive and help him, her, to correct the mistake he or she committed, and of course, to learn a lesson. So that is for rule number 10, which is be forgiving of others people mistake. It's all about forgiveness. It's all about forgiving to people's mistake, especially when they don't have this enough knowledge in handling situation, especially in handling social media. Because in social media, again, every or even in a small mistake matters. So just always assume that they don't know better. And what is the most important? Forgiveness. So, and that is for my report. I hope you learned something, and I hope you may apply it to yourself as a netizen, as a social media users. So always remember that in rule 9, don't abuse your power to take advantage from other. And in rule number 10, be forgiving of others people mistake. That would be all. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Bye.